I don't normally make a 7 a.m. video. I don't think I've ever done that on this channel. But today's a special day. The Pittsburgh Steelers are officially imploding, and we need to just enjoy this. So the Steelers are trading away George Pickens to the Dallas Cowboys for we don't know. We don't know the exact trade. The rumor right now is a second and a fourth. That is the current rumor. But we don't know the exact trade capital for this trade. We just know that they're trading him to the Cowboys. So the Steelers went from having DK Metcalf on one side, who's a diva wide receiver, absolute clown show receiver. And then on the other side, George Pickens, who is a diva wide receiver, clown show receiver who has anger issues. Both of them actually have anger issues, honestly. DK Metcalf and him. They went from that to saying, you know what? Probably better if we just have DK by himself. Just DK Metcalf. Which, between the Brownies not having a realistic quarterback at this point, the Steelers still don't have a quarterback, by the way, and I'm sure this is not going to make Aaron Rodgers happy. I'm sure, if anything, great thing to do before Rodgers potentially signs with your club is get rid of the number 2 receiver on the team. Doesn't seem like a very logical move, but hey, who knows? Maybe they know something I don't. If we don't win the AFC North this year, man, I'm going to absolutely lose my damn mind. Because I feel like at this point, everyone is figuring things out to trade something. Okay, so the official trade includes a 3rd round pick and other pick swap. So that's the official trade. It's going to be a 3rd round pick and other pick swaps. So, what? Okay, let me just fathom what I'm reading here. Okay, so the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be getting for George Pickens a 3rd round pick, okay? Then what they're going to do is they're going to swap other picks, late round picks. So like maybe they give up a 5th, Cowboys give up a 5th, right? You're just switching picks. So it's going to be a 3rd. In reality, at the end of the day, it's a 3rd round pick is what the Steelers are giving George Pickens up for, a 3rd round pick. And in return, they're just swapping picks outside of that. That is, see, I don't know who wins there. Because at the end of the day, I feel like George Pickens was at least worth a second. I mean, he is, like, at the end of the day, he is a diva receiver. He's, crazy. He has anger issues. But that doesn't mean anything when it comes to the NFL nowadays. You can be a diva receiver and still be successful. So, I mean, I feel like they could have probably got a second for him. But now, again, the Steelers are imploding. The Brownies, other than defense, they have a good defense. I'll say that. Other than defense, they're imploding. And then the Ravens are going to be the Ravens, let's be honest. I'm not too scared about our defense this year. Because half our division is absolutely crapping the bed. And for the Ravens, we just got to shut down Derrick Henry. And we did that twice when we played him, well, for 90% of the game, until the end of the game. So, shout out to the Steelers for starting my morning off with a 7 a.m. video and making history on this channel for the first 7 a.m. video on this channel. Normally I wait till 9 o'clock for this, but this was just absolutely insanity. Crazy, crazy, crazy insanity. And, I wish the Steelers nothing but crap. Nothing but dog water. And I wish them the absolute worst. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Because, good job, Steelers. You guys got yourself a 3rd round draft pick. I mean, they still got Roman Wilson. Roman Wilson is a pretty good player. I think he's going to be a good player. He's a young guy. But outside of that, they don't really have a receiving core. Let me pull up the Steelers depth chart. Hold up. Let's pull up the Steelers depth chart. And let me just double check before I talk out of my butt here. All right. They got rid of George Pickens. They got Calvin Austin, Robert Woods. I forgot they just picked up Robert Woods. Roman Wilson, Ben Charance, not even going to try to say his last name. Scotty Miller, Brandon Johnson, and Lance. Yeah, that receiving core is cooked. And their starting quarterback is Mason Rudolph, and I don't know if they're going to get Aaron Rodgers at this point. I'm assuming Aaron Rodgers is not going to have a good conversation with them when they just trade away the number 2 receiver for a 3rd-round pick and later-round pick swap. Yeah, fun times. Tell me down below your thoughts, opinions, guys.